Hey everybody, and welcome to andyartstv. This is your boy Andy Matrix. So here we go. It is the age of the It is the age of the live action reboots and remakes. This is a new profit for Hollywood and Disney and everybody else, really, because Netflix is doing it too. Netflix is in the live action remake game and reboots and all that shit. But hey, I mean, we got the technology to do it. Why not? Back then it was kind of difficult to create an epic fantasy or a sci-fi because, let's say if you had wanted to create a movie with wizards and witches, we didn't have the technology, so it was kind of hard to make back in the 1960s, 70s, 80s as far as movies goes. But now we got this technology, so hey, why not do it? Can you imagine Harry Potter back in the 1980s? No, we didn't have the technology to pull off Harry Potter. The magic tricks, the swinging of the wand, the Wingardium Leviosas, and the Flapendos, and the, what was that spell with the deer? Expecto Patronus. Right. So here we go. Disney Treasure Planet live action remake. Okay, so fun fact for those who don't know, Treasure Planet. It actually took like the animated movie that came out in 2002. Actually took like about $130 million to make, something an estimate, $130 million to make, and the movie actually flopped because it only made $34 million domestically and then like internationally. It still didn't get a return on investment. So financially it was a failure. However, artistically, I consider it a masterpiece, as many other people do. The same goes for the movie Titan AE, but people shit on that movie too. I don't know why. Anyways, so Treasure Planet was a fucking masterpiece. I don't know why people didn't like it. Or people like it, but it didn't do well in the theaters because, I don't know, animated films don't do well on theaters. People feel funny about it. So it's really better to, just... What is it? It's really better to just put it on television for the kids to watch. So this could be a good revival of this movie because live action movies actually do better than animated movies as far as theaters go. Going to the movies. Live actions are more financially successsul. But you just can't take away the animated element. Like if you take a look at the Lion King live action movie, and then you take a look at the Lion King animated movie, people will agree that the animated movie was so much better because in the live action you have these freaking real life lions that have no facial expression. So it's like the Lion King, but it's like they have no. You don't see any expression. You're just watching animals talking and doing telling a story. So the animated movie is better. So for those of you who don't remember Treasure Planet, the main character is Jim Hawkins. He's this kid who he starts off by getting in trouble. He likes to sky surf. You gotta watch the movie to know what I'm talking about. But I think this will be a good revival of the movie. I think it'll be financially successful. If this, because a lot of Disney live action movies they've been doing great. If you take a look at the Marvel movies and a lot of the other live action stuff, they do great. So if people like the live action movie, they'll be curious enough to go back and watch the animated movie. And this could it could be in general a great revival. And I actually do want to see this project because number one is sci-fi. For some reason, sci-fi sometimes tends to be more popular than fantasy because people can relate to sci-fi more than fantasy. Fantasy really takes, has its own niche of fans. Whether if it's Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and all that stuff. But yeah, sci-fi movies tend to do better. And this one is futuristic. Basically it's like a pirate ship in space. I don't know how the hell they breathe. I think the ship, if I remember, has like some kind of cloak. Some kind of like cloak that keeps the air in, some kind of like gravity system with the air. I forget. I gotta rewatch the movie, but I got a good feeling about this one. Treasure Planet. I suggest you guys go watch it. Disney has confirmed that they're making it. As to who the casts are, we do not know yet. It's 2019. Maybe they'll reveal more of the cast in 2020. We shall see. And also, I think Disney's also making a Tron reboot, which I'm gonna talk about that pretty soon. So stay tuned, guys. So, anyways, while you're at it, go to andyartstv. andyartstv is a blog for anime, fantasy and sci-fi movies, RPG games, specifically RPG games and action games. I also talk about in andyartstv we talk about nerdy careers that your typical geek or nerd is interested in. So one of our recent articles is on animation. For those who want to be animators, what does it take to get into the industry, what to do, how to start, what schools to go to, and what are some professionals saying in the industry. So go and check out andyartstv.com and hit the subscription button below. Like this video, leave a comment, and see you guys later. Peace out.